So welcome. This is a video on how to play Solitaire. And so Solitaire was a popular card game, first invented in the 17th century, sorry, in the 18th century, um, in 1783, in the country of France. And so it's a very popular and widespread game around the world, but it originated in France. And some popular people who were known to play it, namely the French leader Napoleon. He was an avid fan of the game. And so you might also hear this game be called Patience. And there's a bunch of other variants. There's Spider Solitaire, there's Klondike. There's many variants. There's probably over 1,000 variants of Solitaire. And so in this video, we'll be covering the basic version. But obviously, you could easily just start playing the other versions once you're more comfortable. And maybe we'll cover some of the other versions in a future video. And so the objective of Solitaire. You want to create 4 piles of cards, 1 per suit. So a suit is your 4 shapes. So your hearts, your spades, your diamonds, and your clovers. So you want to create 4 piles. 1 pile has all the hearts, 1 pile has all the spades, 1 pile has all the diamonds, and 1 pile has all the clovers. You want to create it in ascending order. So you begin with the ace, and then you end with the king. So that means ace has the lowest value with a value of 1, and the king is the highest value with a value of 13. So we have it set up here for us, which is convenient, but if you want to play this in real life, it's very easy to set up. It does not require that much space. And so what you would want to do is first, you put down 1 card face up. So this is our 1 card, any card face up. And then you put down 6 cards next to it face down. Then in your second pile, you put down 1 card face up, put down 5 cards next to it face down in a row. Then in your third pile, put 1 card face up, put 4 cards next to it face down. Then in your fourth row, put down 1 card face up, put down 3 cards next to it face down. So that's basically what you're going to do. And once you... Alright, so we are back. Sorry, there's a quick interruption there. But so, I don't remember where we left off. Okay, so yes, when you're building your actual layout, providing you're playing the game physically in person. So then you put in the 5th stack, you put 1 card face up, put down 2 cards next to it face down. In the 6th pile, put up 1 card face up, put 1 card next to it face down, and in the last pile, put up 1 card face up. So you know that you've done this correct when each pile has 1 card face up on top of the pile. So pile 1 has a card face up, pile 2 has a card face up, pile 3 has a card face up, pile 4 has a card face up, pile 5 has a card face up, pile 6 has a card face up, pile 7 has a card face up. So the left pile will have 1 card, the second pile will have 2 cards, the third pile will have 3 cards total, the fourth pile will have 4 cards total, the fifth pile will have 5 cards total, the sixth pile will have 6 cards total, and the seventh pile will have 7 cards total. The number of your pile is the number of cards you will start off with in that pile. So you put the remaining cards in a separate pile, and just set it off to the side. Right here we have it set up top. And this is the pile you go to when you run out of moves. So, and then we also have the space at the top for our 4 suits. Now, we have to look at our cards on the table when we're first starting off. And remember, the goal is to get all 4 suits in a pile going from ace to king. So, we're going from ace to king. So, we want to start off with ace. We look at all of our piles. Do we have any aces? If we had an ace, we would place it in one of these four piles here, depending on what suit it is. If we don't, well then we have to just simply play the game naturally. And so the way you play the game naturally is you can move these cards around, or you can draw a card. And the way you move these cards around, the cards in this pile up top here have to be the same suit, but the cards in this pile don't have to be the same suit. They have to be alternating colors in a order. So if I have 2 here, I should have 1 ideally I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If 2 is red, 3 is black, 4 is red, 5 is black, 6 is red, 7 is black, 8 is red, in an alternating color with the numbers in a chronological order. So we have to rearrange the cards we have. Right now, we can only move our face-up cards. And so is there a valid move we can make? Well, I said that we could go from chronological order with alternating colors. We have a 3 here, that's red, and we have a 4 that's black. These are different colors, and they're numbers that are in chronological order. So we can put them together. Now you might say, hey, we have a 2 here. Can we move it? No, we can't. The reason being, it has to be not only a number in chronological order, in this case we have 2, so it is going to be in chronological order, but it also has to be an alternating color. So that's not a valid move. We can't place a 6 here because although it is a different color, it has to be one less. We can take this 9 and we can place it here. And now you're saying, okay, well, what's the point of doing that? What did that accomplish? That allows us to either pick up more cards or look at the hidden cards to see if any of them are an ace. And so what you want to do is you want to keep doing as many moves as you can here until you can't do any more moves. So right here we have 2 cards we can flip up, so we can do more moves. I'm going to flip this card and behold, it's an ace. We want to start up our pile at the top with an ace. So I'm going to place it in the diamond suit. Now, the piles at the top are suit based. Suit meaning shape based. So naturally, all the cards of one suit are the same color. And so we want to go from ace to king. Well, ace has a value of 1. What comes after 1? 2. We have a 2 of diamonds there. Notice how we can keep making moves here. We don't want to draw this pile of cards at the top left here, because if we do, it'll add more cards, and we don't want to add unnecessary cards. So let's say we already have a 2 of diamonds. Let's say we draw this and we get a 2 of diamonds. That's a useless 2 of diamonds, right? Because we've already placed a 2 of diamonds here. If we just click this and we draw a 2 of diamonds, that's a useless card that we cannot put in our pile up top. And that could obstruct your ability to finish the game as fast as possible later on. So that's why you stick with the cards you have here, and you only draw cards if you absolutely have no moves. We have a 2 of diamonds there. What comes after 2 and is in the same suit? A 3 of diamonds. So we move it to the top. So each pile at the bottom here is in descending order, but each pile at the top is in ascending order. Descending means it starts from a higher value, goes down. So 10, 9. It's going down. Here, this is ace, 2, 3. It's going in ascending order. So let's see, is there anything else we can do here? We have a 4. You might say, hey, can we place that 4 there? No, it has to be the same suit. And this is a 4 of spades, not a 4 of diamonds. So we have some cards here. Let's try to flip them and see what we can do. We have an 8. We can't place it there because it has to be a different color as well, alternating. We have a queen. And so that is a diamond, but we can't do anything with that yet. We need a 4 of diamonds. So are there any moves we can do here? Are there any moves we can do here? No. So we have to draw. In this online version, it lets you draw 1 card, and that is a modified version of Solitaire. But for the classic version of Solitaire, we're going to draw 3 cards. So we draw 3 cards. We have to draw 3 at a time. And so we have a 2 of clovers. Can we do anything? No, we can't. We cannot do anything. I mean, in this version, I guess you have to draw 1 at a time, but we'll draw 1 at a time in sets of 3. So we have an 8 here of diamonds. We could place it here. 8 of hearts. We could place it below the 9. So we draw another card. A 6 of spades. Can we do anything in there? No, we cannot. So we have to try to move this around. We have to try to move this around. Now, can we actually make any valid moves here? It doesn't look like it. It seems like we're kind of stuck. So we draw again. Well, a 2 of clovers. Now, can we do anything with that? Not really. And normally in Solitaire, you'd actually have a separate, so you know how we're just drawing on top of the cards, leaving them here? If you can't use any of the 3 cards, you'd have a waste deck. In this version, we don't have a waste deck, but you'd place the cards off to the side so you can't use them. So you'd place the cards off to the side and you don't draw from them. In this version, since it's online, we have unlimited cards, so we don't have to worry about having a waste deck. But in real life, you'd have a waste deck. So you notice how we just had a bunch of cards and we couldn't use them. We just drew this card and we can't use it. So we just drew a bunch of cards, can't use them. We put them in a waste deck. We keep drawing cards until we can make a move. And over the course of the game, you might run out of cards. Then you start drawing from the waste deck. And that's basically how it works in real life. So let's draw again. An 8 of diamonds. Can we do something with that? Yes, we can. We can place it there. Are there any other moves we can make? No. An ace. That's good. We want to start our pile ascending from 1 to king. Remember, the objective of Solitaire is to get all 4 piles up here from ace to king in ascending order in as many few moves as possible. So now that's basically the basic rules of it. And so now we're just going to actually play out the game and just see what happens. So we have a 5. This is alternating order. So we place it. Now, can we place this anywhere? We have a 4. It's not an alternating color. So we draw again. We have a jack. We can place that with our queen. Well, it's below a jack. A 10. Move this entire pile. You place down there. Now we have an empty pile here. You might ask, what happens with the empty pile? And that's a good question. With an empty pile, you can only place a king in there to start the pile again. So notice I can't take this 2 and just place it in there. It's not going to work. I have to wait for a king to come. So right now, we will start and draw again. An 8 of clovers. There's nothing we can do with that. A 3 of clovers. Nothing we can do with that. A 9 of diamonds. A 9 of diamonds. We can do something with that. And move it. Well, I guess right now we can't, because we actually cannot move this here. So we cannot do anything with that. A 9 of hearts. Cannot do anything with that. A jack. We cannot do anything with that. So we're in a bit of, see, this is where we have to draw a bunch of cards here. This might happen. A 7. We can do something with that. We can put it there. A king. We can put it in the empty pile. We can't move our queen because she's the opposite color. Caught myself there. A jack. Can we do anything with a jack? No. And so now we're just going to play out, keep clicking, try to figure out what we can do. An ace. That's clovers. That's good. That means if we get a 2, we can start building up. A queen. That is good. But she's not the right color. See, even I'm making mistakes here. A king. Fortunately, we can't use him yet. A 2 of spades. We don't have any 3s of a red color, and we don't have an ace in the pile, so we cannot use it. A 4 of diamonds. We can use that. 4 of diamonds. That's solid. 2 of spades. Still can't use it. A 5. 5, but we don't have any red 6s. A queen of clovers. We can put her there. And an ace of spades. Now, at this point in real life, you'd pick up the cards on your waste deck and you go in the opposite direction. Since we're playing online, we're just going to reset. So let's draw. We have a 6 of spades. Cannot really do anything with that, unfortunately. So, actually, there is a move that we can make this entire time. We could move that 6 here. Flip that over, and we get a 10. Oh, Jack is higher than 10, not lower. So there's some basic mathematics required here. Not the best. So we have a 2 of clovers. Let's put that down. Now, is there anything else we can do yet? Nope. An 8 of clovers. Nope. A 3 of clovers. Yes. A 9 of diamonds. A 9 of diamonds. Nope. We cannot. You cannot already move this and just put the 9 of diamonds up there. It doesn't work. A 9 of hearts. A jack. Normally, if that was a red queen, we would be able to. In this case, we cannot. A jack. 4 of clovers, we can put that on our pile. 5 of clovers, we can put that on our pile. 6 of clovers, we can put that on our pile. Let's flip this over. 7 of diamonds. What does this mean? 7 of diamonds we can put there. Let's flip this over. A jack of hearts. We can't use that, unfortunately. However, we did make some progress there. 2 of spades. Put that on our pile. 5. Put right there. Fortunately, we have to reset again. A 6. Spades. Put that right there. An 8 of clovers. Cannot use that yet. A 9 of diamonds. Cannot use it. Reset. So now here's what you see. This is resetting our waste pile. So we're getting the same cards over and over again. And this is our waste pile. So what you see here is this is where Solitaire gets hard. You will have only a certain amount of cards. You have to be strategic about how you position them and maneuver them. I'm going to take this 9 here and position it with that 10. Gets me the 3 of spades. I have a king here. Take my queen. Move it there. Now I have 4 of spades there. Move it there. 7 of clovers there. 5. So now you see we're starting to pick up steam a bit. Trying to move this 5 somewhere else, but I can't. So that's a bit of a tough issue. We can move that 8 of clovers there on top. 9 of diamonds. That's hard. Cannot move that 10 there. Five of spades there. 6 of diamonds there. We have a 6 of spades there. A 7 of spades there. And you'll notice I'm missing some obvious moves here, and that's just with experience. The more you play Solitaire, the more you'll see these subtle moves that you can make. 8 of spades. A king. So we can start a new pile with a king there. Queen. Fortunately, there's not much we can do here. Actually, we can move the jack there. 3 of hearts. Oh, but we need a 2. So we can't do much right now. We have an 8 of diamonds there. 9 of clovers there. And now we can try to, I guess, get a 10. Get a 9 of diamonds. Oh, there was a 9 of diamonds right there. Move that. Get a 10 of diamonds. Get a jack of diamonds. Now we just need a queen of diamonds right there. Our queen of diamonds is behind this jack, and so we have to move this jack somehow. And so what can we do here? That's the big question. Now I'm gonna keep the video going so you can see just how hard it is to actually play solitaire sometimes. And this is the beauty of solitaire, this is the fun in it. So when you get to these sorts of positions where you're like, what can I do? So, what can I do here? This is tough. Let's see. So I have a king and a queen of clovers in the left. And then I have a king and a queen of hearts in the second pile. And I also have a king of diamonds. So we might have a situation where we have what's called an unsolvable game. And an unsolvable game is a game where you cannot win. You cannot win. And sometimes you can do this to yourself, just by your own movements. But it seems like to me we have an unsolvable game, a game we cannot win. Reason being, we need a two of hearts here, and it's almost impossible to get a two of hearts from any of our current situations. And so I do think it is indeed impossible. Oh, it's not impossible. You can move the queen and the jack there. So there is a chance. There is a chance. Oh, it's not looking too good though. Not looking too good. Nine of spades there. Nine of spades. A jack. Move that jack there. Oh, there we go. Seven of hearts. Wow. Wow. This might be what I call unwinnable. Simply because there's really not a move that we can make here. Now, if you're a skilled player, you probably won't get stuck in this position. I'm obviously not too skilled of a player, so that's why I put myself in this position. But it seems like we are stuck here. And so I'm actually going to end it here. But you've basically seen just how hard solitaire can be if you don't think. We can't mindlessly flip cards. You have to think about where you're putting your cards and why you're putting them, where you're putting them. However, let's try for a bit more and see what we can do. Definitely seems like if we undo some of our moves here. So yeah, if we undo that move, put the queen there. We're still trying to open up this, what I'd call 3. We're just in a tough spot. We are in a tough spot. We are in a tough spot. This is unfortunate. Alright, it seems like we are truly stuck here. So I'm going to end it here. But that's basically just, you've seen my moves and you've seen how to play Solitaire. And so that's essentially the gist of it. Now, the way to get good at Solitaire is obviously to practice a lot. And you can start trying out some of the more advanced maneuvers once you are more experienced. Thank you for watching.